There is no rich, there is no poor, all we are the same. And we are not judged about how educated you are. You might be a doctor, you might be a builder, you might be a plumber, but what God judges you is the works of your hands. This is what God judges you with. The works of your hands, the works of your legs, the works of your mouth, what you have built with yourself, not what someone has told you to do. You must understand this, a child of God. This is why today someone can blame you and say you are not righteous because you don't understand yourself. The first thing, a child of God, God made the laws for us that we should always follow. Remember this. The day we came into the world, we had no teeth, but God provided milk for us through our mother's breast. This should automatically say something to you. Think, you did not pray before you drank milk. You just come into the world, you find milk was there. The more the more you are growing, the milk was there. And when you no longer needed milk, you now have teeth. And are you sure, a child of God, that God did not know that one day you will have teeth and God does not know about it? Now you have teeth. This is why I'm talking about laws and for a person to know about themselves. Some, they say this is a Sabbath day. Let me tell you the same story about the Sabbath. One day Jesus was asked, why is it your disciples, they did not fast? Why is it you are healing on a Sabbath? Why is it you are working? Jesus was not in a church on a Sabbath. He was somewhere else doing something else on a Sabbath. And they blame him. They put more charges on him. Let me tell you, I want to remind you something. There was a church. Jesus came so that he can have power into the temple which was built by his ancestors, David and Solomon. But they rejected him from the same building, the temple. These temples that you have today, you call it your name, Evangeli, AFM, whatever the names that you can call, Zayoja, you call different names. But I want you to know that the Son of God, the master of the church, was rejected from the church because they had their laws that you are breaking the Sabbath. Today you did not go to church. Someone is saying you have broke the Sabbath. This is why I'm here today to remind you that, you know what, we are calling people who does not know God to come to church. When they come to church, this is the school which God has made for them. Then now they realize their gifts, their talents, what they can do with their legs, what they can do with their voice. This is why you're here today. We have musicians, we have doctors, we have different people who now use their gifts in life. You know, if God never wanted you to be a pilot, you cannot cry today and say, I wanted to be a pilot. Have you tried yet to find out what did God put in you? What is your gift? What did the Master put in you? So I'm saying that today it's a Sabbath. The Son of Man was blamed that why are you working on a Sabbath? Why are you going? He gave an example. If it is your camel, if it is your cow, if it is your donkey that is in a problem and your donkey is stuck somewhere, or its horn is stuck under the tree. He gave an example. Will you leave it and say, today it's a Sabbath, so I'm not going to release my horn, my donkey, I'm not going to save it? You see that there are some things Jesus was trying to tell us, that it might be a Sabbath, but you can also leave and go and do other things if you start to know God. This is about you knowing God. I'm not talking about a person who does not know God. If you does not know God, you wish to understand about God, you cannot come into the world of people who are already walking with God in different ministries. Some are teachers, they are teaching pastors of tomorrow to read and write today. They are having extra lessons as we speak now because they found God and they found their ministry. So I'm just making this video for you so that you understand who is sitting in the church. In the church, there are people who were made shepherds of lambs. I will make you my shepherd. I'll make you a shepherd. I will make you a teacher. Peter was asked, you are going to keep these people. You make your apostles, and they are Pauls, and they have come with different gifts. They can dream, they can prophesy, they can speak in tongues, they can do whatever that they can do just to keep people in the church understand God. But it's not everyone. This is why God gave us different gifts. He gave us different gifts. Some are doing other things, like I've mentioned earlier. We have got people who are singing. They are singing music. When you listen to music, I can give you a good example of musicians who are singing about God, and we are listening to their music, and God is even providing for them through the music. Let me take it further. Example, maybe Charles Charamba in Zimbabwe. The guy have got his musician band, and the band members, they are getting food from the band. That is an organization. It's a church. Charles Charamba is the leader. He's singing and is able to provide for his band members. The band members are now providing food for their families, and they are singing about God. So you cannot come to a man who is serving in his ministry and tell him that, you were supposed to be sitting in the church today. You are supposed to be sitting, because the pastor is in his ministry. He is a shepherd. He is telling people about God so that they will realize the gifts that God gave them. They will realize the talents that they have. I've mentioned that we have builders. The church needs to be built. We have got people who are making different, even instruments that we are using in churches today. They are being made right somewhere right now by the wisdom of God. Remember when God wanted to save the world, He told Noah how to build an ark, the dimensions, the sizes and everything. God knows everything. So I don't want you to feel condemned. I don't want you to feel judged when you are home. Think about God. Pray, God, what can you do? What is my gift? Can you put, even God has showed you your gift. What you loved most when you were young is what you love today, or it's probably what you are doing today. Then ask God, provide more for me through this channel. Provide for me more through this channel. And no one can tell you that you are disrespecting the law, you are disrespecting the Sabbath, because you are in your way, you are walking, you are in your ministry. So we have different ministries. People are coming today to you telling you that if you don't go to church, Jesus was even said, why do you not fast? Why is it you are breaking the laws? Because his ministry was not to sit on a bench in a church. His ministry was to walk into the world and save the world and educate the world about the Father, so that people can come to God and people can realize the gifts that they have. Many people have different gifts, but they are not using their gifts. When you go to church, you fast, the pastor tell you should remove pride, you should humble yourself, you should do this, you should not lie, you should not do this. When you start to know those things, what is needed next is not for you to remain sitting. God wants your service. You have to go, you do the works of God. God gave you a talent, God gave you something that needs to be done. There are people working in the world in different means. We have orphanages today. Those are not churches, they are orphanages. Children are there in those orphanages, and there are people who are teaching them, who are taking care of them. That is also a ministry of God. This is Proud Gombera. If you haven't followed our channel yet, this is a time that you can follow. Let's become brothers. I'm just a disciple of Christ in the world, just like you. I'm so bothered and my heart is troubled that I wish someone could understand and hear these words and take the things of God serious. That God knows that we have teeth now. When we had no teeth, we drank milk. He understood that we had no teeth. Now we had teeth. It's time for us to understand Him as well. Then we walk with Him. This is a right channel for you. Let's be friends. Let's be brothers and sisters.